All right, so something that happened yesterday, and I just want to reset this because I'm getting reaction to it. Somebody called the program yesterday, Mark in Humboldt, and Mark in Humboldt hit me up and was talking about how I'm going through a tough time. My dad is very ill. He's lost a lot of weight. He won't eat anything. However, we've been listening to the program, and because we've been listening to the program, we found out about Old Trapper. Now, me and my man get our grub on as I lay in bed with him and listen to the program. Maybe you heard this phone call.
So my dad is 72 years old, had a stroke, lost the use of his legs for diabetes. So he's been in bed for 4 months, and he went from 220 to 120. And we couldn't find a reason to get him to eat. But I lay in bed with him, and we listen to your show, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go down to the store, and I'm going to get a bag of Old Trapper. Sure enough, we eat a bag of Old Trapper every single time I lay in bed with him and listen to you. That's the only thing he eats.
All right, so to me, that was pretty heartwarming. Sad. Very sad. But the guy made a point of calling because he said, I got something positive from it, from you, from the show, from Old Trapper. However, a lot of you ghouls did what you ghouls did and do, and it's become a thing yet today. In other words, that call jumped today, so let's go to the phones. Now, this guy is on the watch list, has been on the watch list. I've got no reason to believe he's going to get off the watch list, but maybe today's the day. Maybe finally. The watch list means the Smackoff is coming up at some point this year, and it's invite only. If you're in, you're in, or you might be on the watch list. That means we're watching. That means you're very close to getting in. You just haven't gotten over the hump yet. Today might be the day. Johnny Scabs in the D. Johnny, what's going on?
What's up, Jimmy? Hey, yesterday that maniac called the jungle and claimed Old Trapper beef jerky saved his legless father's life. You know, Billy Mays cutting a boat in half and putting it back together with Flex Seal thinks this sales pitch is a little over the top. The next time you need some free product, how about you leave your old man and his stumps out of it? Just because Dad sucked down too many 72-ounce big gulps, we're supposed to feel bad? I'm not going to sit here and be remorseful for someone that earned a handicap placard through type 2 diabetes. Better yet, I want to know why you're crawling into bed with Dad. Are you eating 10,000 calories a day, too? I'm guessing you cure your blues with an Arby's 5 for $5 and a plate of mashed potatoes with ranch dressing. Unwore laying in bed all day with your dad eating...
That's not a good call. No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
Scabs. Killing a guy for being in bed with his sick dad is not getting you off the watch list into the Smackoff. Why would I reward a call like that? Why would I reward behavior like that? Why would I reward a take like that? And on top of that, I'm not even sure it's accurate. Mark in Humboldt said, my father had a stroke. He didn't say that he had diabetes. He also said he lost use of his legs. He did not say he lost his legs. So for you to come in here and talk about his dad being, quote, stumpless and accuse him, did you say he weighed 1,000 pounds and he got in bed with him too? Or no, 1,000 calories? 10,000 calories a day? Whatever it is, Scabs, it seems to me none of it was accurate. And basically, you're just killing a guy for having really bad luck and misfortune. Hey, oh, that was pretty funny, Scabs. This guy's dad lost 100 pounds, nearly lost his life, lost use of his legs. This is an adult in bed with his elderly parent who's sick, and you think that's funny. You think that's a way to get you into the Smackoff, right? First off, you're off the watch list now. I don't need to watch you any longer, Scabs. And number two, bro, there's bad form, and then there's bad karma. You coming on this show, bro, and saying something like that makes me wonder if, in fact, somebody in your family is not going to lose use of their legs, if not the legs themselves. Tell you what, bro, man. I don't know what's going on in your family. and I don't want to speculate, and I don't want to wish any ill will on anybody. I just hope that you are not rolling your pops around because he lost use of his legs because he suffered a stroke. I don't know, man. There's already things in life that you cannot control, right? There's so many things in life that are out of your control. I know really, really bad things that happen to really, really good people. So would it not stand to reason that really bad things might happen to really bad people? Scabs, I'm not saying you're a really bad dude. I'm saying that's a really bad take. Karma, bro. There's bad form, and then there's bad karma. And I want to make that very clear. I'm not saying you're a bad dude. I'm saying that's a really crappy take. You taking a run at a guy whose dad is really sick, and he's lying in bed with him. And Old Trapper and this show are keeping both of them going. And you think that's a reason to pile on. It's not getting you in the Smackoff, dude. And it could get you something much worse than not getting you an invite. Come on, man. I would tell you to do better, but I don't think you can. I know you're off the watch list, though. Good news, bad news. Bad news is you're off the watch list. Good news is there is none. Come on, Scabs. When we come back, Ben Culver joins me. Stucknut says, put Scabs on the botch list. Sam in Grand Rapids, you're an idiot and an a-hole, Scabs. Yank him off the list, Rome. Oh, it's done. It's done. No. Bro, you're off the watch list, and you're this close to getting blocked. And we almost never, ever block anybody at all. The Rooter Tutor tweets, there's a difference between having a take and being a D word. War Scabs getting scrubbed. That's what I'm saying, man. There's bad form, then there's bad karma. There's being a bad guy, or having a bad take. I'll let you decide. You tell me. Bad guy or bad take? Definitely a bad take. I don't know Scabs well enough to know whether or not he's a bad guy, but I know a bad take when I hear one, and that was a really bad take. Bro, no one's laughing. I don't know if you're a bad guy. You're definitely a look at me guy. I'm going to do this and just stand back and have everybody look at me and react to me. Personally, Scabs, I got better things to do than pick at that scab. I'm just not doing it, dude. Do better than Scabs. It's not hard, man. The bar's not that high. People are really upset. And they're really upset at the watch lister, who is no longer a watch lister, Scabs. Because Johnny Scabs went in on Mark from Humboldt. Let me give you some reaction really quickly before I reset. Romy, watch list. This hater should be on the blocked list. Freaking chump. Signed, Jason Mann. Wow, what a complete D-bag. I'd like to punch Scabs right in the face. What a loser. Lance in Boise. Kind of sums it up right there, right? D-bag, I punch him in the face, loser. Rome. Johnny Cold Sore is on my watch list. Regards, the Grim Reaper. All right. He's a D-bag. He's a loser, and he's a cold sore. And people want to punch him in the face. Rome. Don't block Scabs. Every group of friends needs that one screw up to make the rest of us look better. Like, you're right, honey. I shouldn't have sent Rome 9 OJ resets today. Yeah, I know murder is not funny, but did you hear Scabs? Brett from Bugahaw. Hey, Rome, that Johnny Scabs, he seems like a good person to us. Signed, guys who lie about having a vasectomy so they don't have to use a condom. All right, dude. So you're a D-bag. You're the herp. And you're the guy who lies about having a vasectomy so you don't have to wrap up. All right, so what did this guy do? What did this guy do to engender this much hate? It goes back to an original call from yesterday. Mark from Humboldt made this call.
Old, had a stroke, lost the use of his legs for diabetes, so he's been in bed for 4 months, and he went from 220 to 120, and we couldn't find a reason to get him to eat. But I lay in bed with him, and we listen to your show, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go down to the store, and I'm going to get a bag of Old Trapper. Sure enough, we eat a bag of Old Trapper every single time I lay in bed with him and listen to you. That's the only thing he eats.
All right, so a couple of things. Number one, my bad. I said, hey, Scabs, which I'll get to in a minute. How do you know he had diabetes? Well, Mark did say my dad has diabetes, so let me correct that. Now, memo to my guy Mark and Pops. If you fellows are bedridden and listening to me right now, I got you. I got you. In fact, all of us do, except for that D-bag Scabs. So why are we D-bagging Scabs? Because all of us heard that call and reacted a certain way, except for Scabs. He heard that call and he reacted this way.
The next time you need some free product, how about you leave your old man and his stumps out of it? Just because Dad sucked down too many 72-ounce big gulps, we're supposed to feel bad? I'm not going to sit here and be remorseful for someone that earned a handicap placard through type 2 diabetes. Better yet, I want to know why you're crawling into bed with Dad. Are you eating 10,000 calories a day, too? I'm guessing you cure your blues with an Arby's 5 for $5 and a plate of mashed potatoes with ranch dressing. Unwore laying in bed all day with your dad eating...
That's not a good call. No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call.
I mean, Scabs.
Not a very good call.
I'm laughing not because it's funny, but I'm shaking my damn head in disbelief over how somebody could hear the call that Mark and Humboldt made and then respond that way. Like, Scabs, I'll probably see you in hell. And Scabs, by the way, you're not that bright. Like, I'm on to you. You call the program, you say things to get people to react to you, you say things to get people to look at you, you say things for shock value. Like, I know what you're about, Scabs. It's not funny, it's not cool. And no, this guy did not make that phone call in an attempt to get free product. You know what I bet, Scabs? I bet even more important than him getting some free beef jerky, even if it's from Old Trapper, would be his father having the use of his legs once again. I bet that's more important, Scabs. This guy's like unwore individuals slamming 72-ounce big gulps on their way to getting a handicap placard. I mean, are you an idiot? Scabs, I mean that rhetorically because I think we know the answer. Let's go back to the phones. See, meanwhile, this idiot is running around high-fiving himself because there's nobody to high-five. And this dude could not be happier with himself. I guarantee it. Let's go to Johnny in Texas quickly. Johnny, good to have you. How are you?
Hey, Jim, you know how I know I'm not the worst of the worst? Because when that bro from Humboldt made that phone call yesterday, I didn't think anything close to what Scabs just went with. In fact, I felt like it was a pretty good little story. I do just pick up his blower and decided to tell you about it. But Scabs, seriously, bro, I know you wanted reaction, so you're getting reaction. Dude, you came to Texas recently, but you're too good to hang out with us clones, you know? I knew you were in San Antonio, but you can't, pop in and have a cold one with us because you're too good? Well, dude, seriously, you wouldn't fit in with us, bro. Quit calling. I don't know how this guy even got on the watch list. He should be on the do not block list or something. Thanks, Jim. I'm out.
Johnny, did you just say, I don't know how this guy got on the watch list, but he should be on the do not block list? This after you complained that, in effect, you just said, do you think you're better than me? You won't hang out with us? Johnny, are you 9? Hey, you think you're better than me? Johnny, I think you tried to throw a punch. I think you tried to hit Johnny Scabs in the face, and you punched yourself in the face. Scabs is going around high-fiving himself, and you're going around punching yourself in the face. Hey, Rome, don't put him on the watch list. Put him on the do not block list. All right, we have ourselves a little hack-off now. And that loser Scab has never been happier than he is right now.